Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Live streaming is here for you. I'm delighted that we can share the Shabbat together, sharing beautiful prayers, inspiring music, and an important message. As the week continues and Shabbat begins, please accept my very best wishes for good health, much life, and greater peace. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos to each of you. After a long week, it's wonderful to enter the sanctuary on Friday night as we anticipate the beauty and the rest and peace that is Shabbat. And especially as some of us have enjoyed a very good week in the presence of God, family and friends, our prayers and songs enable us to give thanks for the blessings we've come to know. And for those who have had a challenging week, and many of us have, in the presence of God, songs and prayers, surrounded by family and friends who join us here, we also find all that we need to give thanks for what we have and to look forward to a week that perhaps may be filled with greater joy and peace. But what brings us all together, not only familiar prayers, but certainly song. So we invite Cantor Trumpeter to continue.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We continue now with the singing of Shalom Aleichem on page 24. Please join us. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharit, Malachei Elyon, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharit, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Now, as we turn to page 2 and 3, we invite Rachel Sears, Alyssa Weinstein Sears, and Kathy Claff to lead us in the blessing over the Sabbath lights.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Page 146. We rise now for our call to worship Baruch Hu. Page 147, responsively. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom.
Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures.
Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world.
In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth.
In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder.
In each age the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשיטתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 151, responsively. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet that oneness eludes our grasp as imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learned God's presence redeems time and event, so we celebrate this power that makes for freedom. ואמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני בישראל.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'apol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim.
Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם. ביני ובין
together in the middle of the page. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
We now continue with Hatfilah on pages 155 and 156. Please rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot ve'imahot, U'mevi Gula lifnei v'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Hozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. The bottom of page 157, we continue responsively. We pray that we might know before whom we stand, the power whose gift is life, who quickens those who have forgotten how to live, having implanted within us an eternal spirit.
We
Pray for winds to disperse the air of sadness, for rains to make parched hopes rise again. We pray for love to encompass us for no reason save that we are human, that we may blossom into persons who have gained power over our own lives.
We pray to
Stand upright, we fallen, to be healed, we sufferers. We pray to break the bonds that keep us from the world of beauty. We pray to be open to our own true selves. We pray that we may walk in a garden of purpose, in touch with the power of the world. Praised be the God whose gift is life, whose cleansing rains let parched men and women rise again. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yahalalucha selah. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. Page 160. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. May we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 163 responsively. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise. For the desire in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being. For all these things, O Sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'eh lehodot. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Together, strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our world. Plant virtue in every soul. May the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael.
We take a moment now for silent prayer.
beautiful prayers set to beautiful music help us feel what we came here to know, that we are strengthened in God's presence, touched by beautiful prayers that help us to feel whole again. But we think of those who tonight are at home or in the hospital recuperating, seeking their own physical, spiritual, and emotional strength. Especially this night, we are thinking of Susan Pye, Jeffrey Feinstein, Rena Rauch, Arthur Hamburger, Rachel Bishop, Mel Rayner, Krista Adrena, John Eric Yaffa, Marjorie Mayer, Donald Podoloff. In addition to them, we include our family members and circle of friends as we join in a Misha Berach, a prayer for their health and well-being. The words can be found in the back side of your Friday night guide. Please join us.
Rifayinu Adonai v'nei Raphael, Oshinu v'ni v'sheya, El karov lechol korav, acharov lireav yishon. We pray for healing of the body. We pray for healing of the soul, for strength of flesh and mind and spirit. We pray to once again be whole. El Narfana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, refuat shlema. Heal us now. Heal us now. El Narfana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, refuat shlema. El Narfana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, refuat shlema. Heal us now. Heal us now. Heal us now.
Beautiful. Joy on Shabbat is found in many ways, especially the blessing of marriage. I'm delighted to call to the Bima for a blessing on the marriage that has already happened, but a blessing that is always welcome. Please welcome Chris Ainsworth and Gareth Morgans. Please come forward. Right here. Makora Ahava, Makora Chaim, source of all love and life. This loving couple came together, sharing vows of marriage that would bind them together for years to come. We pray, O God, in your presence, that they may understand that the words that they shared and the rings they exchanged will bind them in years of happiness, friendship, and love. We pray that their home will be a mikdash ma'at, a small sanctuary dedicated to faithfulness, to Torah, to community, and that their hearts will always be turned to each other in patience and understanding. And most of all, we pray as a congregation that as you continue to know each other in the future, as all of your dreams unfold before you, that you will always know happiness and joy, community, and peace. And as I wasn't able to join you for the wedding, let me extend to you now the blessing of old, that it may go well with you tonight and for many years to come. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's countenance shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God grant you all that you wish for yourselves, all that we as a congregation wish for you too. May it be long life, much love, and the greatest blessing of all, a lifetime together in peace. Amen. Mazel tov. Thank you. Mazel tov. You're welcome. Tonight, we call a new member Shabbat. It means everyone is welcome, of course, but we have a very special blessing for new members. And as we create congregations, as we create community, we take a look long way back in history when our people was emerging from Egypt. There in translation, the Torah tells us that we were a mixed multitude. We were not so organized. We didn't look like much of a community. Eventually, we came together. And in this week's Torah portion, we hear for the first time that the people assembled and Moses gathered them as they awaited receiving the 10 Commandments, and they spoke in Kol Echad, in one voice, for the first time. And what did they say in one voice? Surely they had to choose their words carefully. But they found that together they could say, Na'aseh v'nishma. If you look at an English translation, it often says, we will faithfully do. But Na'aseh v'nishma really means much more. Na'aseh means we will do. V'nishma, we will come to understand. Literally, we will come to hear it later. We'll do it, and then we'll come to understand it. It sounds so counterintuitive. There isn't anything in our world today that we do before we understand. But Judaism is not only a religion of contemplation and spirituality. More often than not, we speak of Judaism as a religion of action. And so doing often does come before the understanding. And when we do gather in community, and especially in synagogues as we've done for 2,000 years, here at Congregation Beth Israel, we continue the tradition as we unfold our role as a worshiping community, a learning community, and one that gathers together for special purposes. We are, in Hebrew, as we call it, a Beit Tefillah, or a house of prayer. If anybody is new here tonight or visiting, do you think that everybody understands every word of the Hebrew? Every prayer that is uttered? What it means, where it came from, and what it urges us to understand? I will tell you as a proud and humble rabbi of the congregation, no, they don't. But we're taught to do, because through the doing comes the understanding. And I remember teaching years ago a Hebrew class of adults, learning how to read the basic Hebrew. And though a woman in the class had been reciting the Shema, the watchword of our faith, that says, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. For the first time, as she learned the Hebrew letters Shin and Mem and Ayin, it was like she was putting new glasses on, and all of a sudden, those letters revealed the word that she had uttered and heard all her life. And she began to cry. That's my word. Now I can see it in the Hebrew. So the doing preceded the understanding. We are a Beit Midrash. We are a house of learning. And very often, We do, just as I said, before we even understand or learn more about what it is. Many of you have gone to Israel. Many of you have traveled with me to Israel. But we participate in all that Israel can be in the future, even as we're learning about its history, its challenges, and all that we can know about it. The doing comes before all the understanding. And we are a Beit Knesset. We are a house of gathering. So often we come together to do a mitzvah project. Many of you joined us some weeks ago for Kids Meals 5K. We made 5,000 sandwiches for young children who would otherwise wake up in the morning and begin their day without anything substantive to eat. Many people said, it's a mitzvah. It's something to do. I was commanded to participate in the well-being of the larger community around me, and so we came to do. The understanding of it, what Kids Meals was all about, came much later. We are doers. We participate actively in the community. And when we come together, we find out that there are also informal connections between us, because some of us know each other well. But it's when we pray and learn and participate together that we learn the intimacies and the nuances between us. So for many who are new members tonight, I want to introduce you to some of the nuances in the congregation, so that even though we are a congregation that was organized originally in 1854, I want to bring you along. So as much as you will do, I want to give you a little understanding behind the scenes. This isn't lore. This is what we call in Yiddish, emes. This is the truth. Years ago, we had a head of the maintenance department. His name, Irving Burke. How many of you remember Irving Burke? Oh my gosh, isn't this wonderful? Irving Burke is 94 years old. I believe Irving Burke is probably listening through our live stream system tonight. Irving recently moved back to Houston and is living not far away. Rabbi Karf and I intend to visit him shortly when he feels a little better. Irving Burke was a Holocaust survivor. Some of you might remember, if you visited Yad Vashem, a very famous picture on the wall. Every tour guide stops and points out the picture and says, here on the racks in the concentration camp in the bunks is Elie Wiesel. And everybody looks, everybody takes a picture. And I always stop the tour guide. I say, wait, there's someone else very important to us, because just near Elie Wiesel is our very own Irving Burke. And when Irving Burke came to Houston, he grew out of the Holocaust as a survivor who believed that every part of life was something to save and to savor. And Irving took care of this enormous complex with such heart and soul. He saved so much to be sure we would always have what we needed. So it occurred to our executive director at the time that as she scoured the books and looked through the budget, that there was very little money that was actually paid out for any wine that we use for ritual purposes. So she inquired, and she discovered that Irving, God bless him, would take the wine in the Kiddush cup after a bar mitzvah, after Shabbat, after a wedding, and if there was anything left, he would pour it back in the bottle. Some people would be horrified. Most people would be. And some people would say, how did it taste? Well, it didn't taste bad, but the truth is that Manischewitz wine never tasted very good anyway. But we always had enough wine, and thank God for Irving. So now I've welcomed you into a little bit of understanding of Irving. Patrick Colbert succeeded him and just retired recently. Patrick, too, loved and adored our complex, our people, and greeted children and grandchildren at this point every day. And God bless Patrick. He saved me and Rabbi Karf, who is here tonight, my beloved predecessor, from any harm that we might have done to ourselves. One day, I'll tell you the story, I saw a sale in the paper of a power tool, and I thought, you know, I should have a power tool. Why shouldn't I have a power tool? Even these hands can handle a power tool. It was inexpensive. I thought I'd get it, and maybe even one day I would use it. When I came to Temple, I said to Patrick, you wouldn't believe, I bought a power tool. He said, "What did you buy?" I said, "It's an electric saw." He said, "Rabbi," without even opening the box, "take that power tool back to the store and don't use it." And you know, my wife was grateful, and so was I. And I know that he did the same for Rabbi Karf as his own skills at home began to diminish. Mine are certainly gone at this point. The stories go on, and my Rabbi Karf's predecessor, Rabbi Shachtel, of blessed memory, had on the bima, long before it was constructed in this way, there was a pulpit on this side that had a switch. I don't know how many of you remember this switch. I do when I was the young rabbi here. And if you flip the switch by the podium, the ark doors, which were different then, would open automatically. And it was to great effect if you flip the switch at the right time. And people said, "Oh," something spiritual would happen. But in keeping with our Reform rational Judaism, we diminished the awesome spirituality and made it a bit more rational, so that when I trained with Rabbi Karf, as he recalls, we didn't use that switch anymore. But there was a button on the ark doors that did the same thing. And if you push the button, the doors would open. And Rabbi Karf taught me, we're going to put our hands on the door. When you push the button, it'll look like our hands are opening the door instead. So we have lots of mitzvah, a lot of doing, but I really wanted to bring you into the humor, the love, and the warmth that really is Congregation Beth Israel. You know the expression, pray, eat, love. We might say, pray, eat, learn, eat, gather, eat. But even beyond that, I would put it into two words. We belong to a sacred community in order to become the sacred people we are on our way to becoming. So I'm grateful for those who have joined our congregation this year. And now as we belong and urge ourselves along the way to become, it's a pleasure to invite all those who are new members who have come for their blessing tonight to follow me, as it were, to the bima for a blessing. Please come. And as we make our way to the Holy Ark and open the doors, please rise. As we take our places before the Holy Ark, you look upon the Torah, which is not only the possession of the rabbis to teach to the congregation, but it is also for each of you. It is your inheritance, it is your heritage, it is your future. And I hope and pray, as Rabbi Foster and Cantor Trumpeter join me, Rabbi Scott is in Israel as we speak, that this bima will be for you what it has been for generations, a place to make sacred the joys that God has granted us, and to make sweeter and less bitter the challenges of life that are naturally part of the journey of our way. And as we look to our left and our right, we see the people who have joined the congregation, young and old, familiar and new. And our hope is that even as congregation has been a blessing to all of us, that the congregation may be a blessing to you, as you also provide blessing to all who have been a part of this great and wonderful place. So as we stand here now, it's a pleasure to bless you, that the blessing of old may go well with you tonight, and for all the years we may be together. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and protect you. May God's countenance shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God grant you all that you anticipate and look forward to doing and understanding with us. May we grow as a community in God's presence for the sake of enduring peace now and in all the years to come. Amen. And I'm going to ask you to turn and face the congregation. And the congregation has in the Friday night guide at the bottom right corner a beautiful reading, words from the congregation to each of you, that we may bless you and welcome you. We say together, may our temple be a place of comfort, community, and love. May it always welcome you and be your shelter in life's storms. May our community allow you to experience friendship and provide purpose in your lives. May it be relevant, modern, and joyful. And may Congregation Beth Israel be for you a doorway to a life well lived. Amen. Welcome, everyone. And you may return to your seats. And as you do, we'll invite the Clath and Sears families to join us before the Holy Ark as we continue the beautiful tradition of passing Torah and its teachings from generation to generation. Joined by our families now, 2 young people will be called to the Torah tomorrow as we look forward to continuing the tradition of anticipating the future of Torah and its teachings in our world. So let's take the Torah now and pass them from grandparents to parents to children.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, Lehishahavu Lechar Kodsho, Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Exalt Adonai our God and bow down toward God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shema.
In our prayer book now, we turn to the bottom of page 282 and 287 as we join in Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
page 294. We take this time now to call to heart and mind those dear ones who departed this earth and entered the peace of life eternal. We remember the Yortzeit anniversary of the following loved ones: Barney Nash, Carolyn Warwick, Marie Braverman, Irving Kaplan, Joseph Kirschbaum, Lucia Meyer, Hattie Reeder, Julia Seligman Jr., Michael Spolane, Melvin Steiner, Milton Buckman, Hannah Edelson, Cora Fetterman, Ronald Harwood, Reba Canner, Irvin Kaplan, Louis Robin, Saul Shaler, Phyllis Shane, Joseph Sofer, Miriam Van Gelder, Heinz Weisenstein, Mary Berg, Michael Borovic, Leonard Burke, Rose DeVos, Pearl Michaels, Seymour Budoff, Joel Kamhai, Molly Croft, Brian Friedman, Newton Friedman, Dorothy Glazer, Frank Kretzer, Lawrence Levy, Joan Joy McCarthy, Margaret Steinberger, E.L. Wagner, Morris Weisblum, Harry Wexler, Muriel Yaffa, Ruth Hoff, Frank Holtzman, Gerald Katz, Evelyn Marshall, Dorothy Rosenberg, Rose Rosenfield, Reuben Sather, Daniel Schlenger, Temma Stolper, Lillian Topp, Esther Weiskopf, Bertha Wellen, Larry Wiesel, David Benzuli, Alexander Brodsky, Cecilia Brodsky, Gerson Cohen, Morris Cohen, Milton Elish, Rudolph Gottlieb, Sarah Landy, Bessie Nacklis, Shirley Ostro, Ruth Simon, Edith Smoke, Raphael Weissman, Herman Wise, Erna Brower, Helen Golden, Morton Grodner, Charles Horn, Joseph Lewis, Ray Rogel, Lois Schofield, Lillian Siegel, Adele Siegel, Saul Stoper, Eric Sewell, Shirley Trimble, Gertrude Strauss, Fred Strauss, Michael Rothschild, Betty Karlbach, Helen Diamond, George Rothschild. In their memory and in their honor, we rise as a congregation to recite the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yamad divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, b'galal v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh, v'yidadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei d'gudisha brichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiram b'yama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to those who mourn, and comfort to all the bereaved among us, as together we say, amen. As we have dealt with death as part of life, we continue with Kiddush so that we may sanctify the Sabbath day when we give thanks to God for the gifts of life. And our B'nai Mitzvah will lead us. We can join them on page 5.
The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who finding favor with us, sanctified us with mitzvot. In love and favor, you made the Holy Shabbat our heritage, as a reminder of the work of creation. As first among our sacred days, it recalls the exodus from Egypt. You choose us and set us apart from the peoples. In love and favor, you have given us your holy Shabbat as an inheritance. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat.
We therefore raise the cup in thanksgiving.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafe kocho, biava uvratson hifilanu, zikaron lemase vereshit, ki hu yom tehila, lemikrae kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu b'charta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, ve'ahuv ratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Irving Stern, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of Beth Israel's Board of Trustees. Tonight, Rabbi Adrian Scott is in Israel on a mission trip focused on Israeli innovation, change, and creativity. The trip is sponsored by the Central Conference of American Rabbis. Mazel tov to the families of Jeremy Weinstein Sears and Hannah Claff, who are becoming B'nai Mitzvah on this Shabbat. Tonight we welcome the confirmation class from Faith United Methodist Church in Richmond. We ask them to please stay in their seats following our service. Rabbi Foster will meet with you and answer any questions you may have about Beth Israel. Tonight, we also welcome all of our new members and families who joined the temple in the last year. As you exit the sanctuary, please look to your right and see Sarah Kaiser and our volunteers from the membership committee. They will present you with a gift from Congregation Beth Israel and a name tag for you to wear. We encourage everyone to welcome our new families to our community. After tonight's service, Courtney Clark, Doug Aaron, and I look forward to welcoming you. Please join us at the membership table in Wolf Tuman Hall following services. Shabbat Shalom.
We'll conclude our service as we invite you to join us in singing Ein Keloheinu. The words can be found on page 322. Please rise and join us. Following the closing benediction, please remain in your places so that we may exit the sanctuary first. We look forward to greeting you and wishing each of you Shabbat Shalom. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, we are grateful to be in your presence as the week unfolds before us. Be with us in all the days to come, guiding us in your strength to love, to goodness, to peace. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us at Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Sharing Shabbat with you is so meaningful to us. Let's join together again very soon. My very best wishes to you for a good week. Shabbat Shalom.